So this is just a fun video showing some baby Western Diamondback rattlesnakes. These snakes are born on the venom production line here. We breed them to make sure we always have enough, so we're not taking animals out of the wild. This line of albinos actually originated near the Austin area. The grandparent of these babies was a wild snake with a normal coloration who happened to have a couple of albino babies. And so here's the mother, you'll see here in just a second. And then all these little guys. That yellow stuff there is just some unfertilized eggs. That's pretty normal. And then we also thought it might be fun to look at a couple of generations of these guys. So here's the brand new baby. And then, these snakes don't normally live together, but here is also one that is about 2 years old, was born a few years ago. And then here is the father, actually, of the babies, who is about 6 years old right now. We just thought it might be fun to kind of compare the sizes so you can kind of see how they grow. Obviously, the younger ones are not used for venom production until they're a little bit bigger and have a little bit, more venom to give and can tolerate. We just raise them up and let them grow for a while first. And then now we're going to see some normal babies that are not albinos. Same deal. These guys are third generation captive born here on the venom production line. You might notice this little guy is kind of not quite shed all the way. He looks like he has a little mohawk, but that did shed off without any problem. And you can see the mother rattlesnake is being a little bit defensive here. And this is going to go into slow motion here. There it goes. So you can kind of see how the rattle works there. We do leave the babies in with the mother until they shed for the first time, which typically takes something like 5 to 10 days after they're born. And that's to mimic what happens in the wild, because wild baby rattlesnakes will stay with their mother for that period of time, or at least that long. There's some evidence they may hang together a little bit longer than that even. And so it just helps the babies feel like they've got a good head start. And, I don't know how much the mother rattlesnake really notices when they leave, but I like to think that it makes her feel a little better that her babies are still around too. Western diamondbacks are actually the cause of the most number of snake bites in the western United States. But that's not because of anything about their attitude or demeanor. It's just because they have a very large range and they can be relatively common where they're found. So they're found throughout a pretty wide area of the southeast United States. And so they're just encountered more frequently, and therefore encounters may result in more bites. They're also the focus of most of the rattlesnake roundups in the western United States. And in those, people are interacting often with very poor skill. And so a lot of bites happen in those locations as well. If you're interested in learning more about how the rattle works, I will actually put a link to a video we made about rattles, which is actually pretty fun, and you can see and learn a little bit more about them if you'd like to watch that video. As always, we appreciate you watching. And if you're interested in our videos or enjoy them, you can subscribe and see a lot more videos. And we hope you all have a fabulous day.